7-9 offsuit on the button. We're going to fold and follow rule number 1, tight is right, and just observe the action. Try to get some notes on our opponents. Alright, now we're down to 27. We're full table. And we have king 6 in middle position, hijack position, and we're just going to fold. Alright, everything's quite standard here. Alright, now we have a situation, real good situation. We're in middle position, and we have ace king offsuit, and we have somebody who under the gun +2 raises it up to 150. What we're going to do is we're going to raise his raise, and I make a smallest raise. I'm going to raise it about 250. The reason why I do that is, number one, I want to isolate the raiser, and number two, I want to define his range. If he calls, then I can pretty much put him on a certain hand range, and if he ships all in, obviously put him on a big hand where he has pocket kings or aces or queens, and this way I can probably get away from my hand if I wanted to. And now we have the gambler, Platsong, re-raising all in. And action comes back to PP, and PP folds, and now we're in a situation, great situation for us. We have the maniac who's going to be shoving wide range. I have to clearly believe that I'm way ahead. At worst, possibly has a small pair, and we're at a flip. And at this point, I'm getting about 1.7 to 1 on our money. It's definitely a snap fist pump call. I call, and what does Platsong show down? Shows down queen 7, and we take down a well-needed pot there. And that's why it's very important, everyone, to characterize your opponents. I characterize him as a loose, aggressive opponent. We'll shove lightly, and he did, and we're fortunate enough that he shoved with queen 7. All right, we have jack 8, clear fold for us. All right, we have 8-7 offsuit, under the gun +1, fold. Next hand we have ace queen. This is a situation where I can raise it to about 150 to 200, but I elect to limp in, and the reason why I limp in is because I have a short stack here on the button. I'm anticipating him shoving all in. It's kind of waiting for him to shove, hoping that it folds to him and he shoves all in. The small blind and big blind fold, and I can pick him off with ace queen, but it doesn't work out that way. He folds, and we have four-way action here. Now, a great situation for us. We have top pair, top kicker. It's check to me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lead out almost pot. I lead out 197 to 200. The reason why I do that is since it's a limp pot and I didn't define my hand early, I kind of want to narrow everybody's hand range down. And we have the small blind call us short stack. Call us. Now, this is a situation where the bells rang in my head. I kind of thought, maybe I'm up against a hand where I'm up against two pair or set type hand, and short stack's trying to extract value from me, kind of trapping me. She checks to me. What I do at this point is I'm going to check behind. I'm going to keep the pot small. Since I didn't define my hand early on by raising, I really don't know where I stand here. So I'm going to check and keep the pot small. At this point, the 9 hits the river. Obviously can complete a straight for her. If she was on an up and down straight, she hit it. She checks to me. At this point again, I feel that I'm maybe up against a big hand here. And since there's 594 in the pot, I elect just to check down. Yes, I can bet out and get some really thin value on my queen 10, queen jack hands. But I'm definitely not going to get any value with the 6 or 5 here, since the queen or 10 here, and I bet. I had to probably put her on some kind of draw. So I check and try to gather some information, and she calls me down with jack 2. I don't know why she's calling a flop bet, flop size bet with jack 2. Maybe it was misclicked, and I'm just going to move on from there. I'm not really going to pay too much attention to that. I'm not going to label her as a weak player. I just think that maybe it was a mistake. King 2 off, big blind, check out of the big blind. We're just going to check fold here. It's checked around to us, and it's checked all the way down, and we're fortunate enough to have king high, and we chop it 3 ways. We have 7-2 offsuit, the sledgehammer, suited, and we're going to fold here. Not in the business to call off with 2-7. Yeah, we would have hit the flop strong, but I'm not looking at that. Just moving on. Now we have 7-9 suited, we're on the button. At this point, if there was Annie's that kicked in. We probably might have taken a steal and raise, but we have a short stack here who's been, kind of active. So we're just gonna fold, and sure enough, he folds blind to blind. Now we hit 9-7 suited again, middle position cutoff, and we're gonna fold. Now we have ace 9 suited. Obviously can come in for a raise, but gonna fold. Not looking to get involved in too many pots. We have a good situation. We have 33 big blinds deep, and I kind of want to conserve my chips and wait for a better opportunity. 7-5, clear fold. Little nitty here. Queen 3 under the gun, fold. Especially when there's early stage, I like to be very nitty. And later on in the tournament, when it opens up, I'll open my ranges. Queen 4 suited. We get a walk. Thank you. 2-9 suited. We're gonna fold. Kojak shoves all in. Short stack, quite standard. Shoving it all in. 2 short stacks going at it, and Kojak picks up a good needed pot. Now lady shoves in. 8 big blinds. We have ace 5. Obviously, we're not in a position to call. That's too light for us. We're only getting 1.2 for our money, and plus we still have 2 people left to act. So it's a clear fold here at this point. 4-10, clear fold. Kojak getting real active here, shoving all in with ace jack, and ace jack. They chop it up. Now this is a situation where I have ace king, and I raise it up to 3 times the big blind.